Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our Swift programming tutorial series. And in this particular tutorial, we are going to be taking a look at arrays in not C sharp, but in Swift. I am so accustomed to doing my C sharp stuff. My apologies. Now, what is an array? Well, an array is a collection of values. That's pretty much it. It's just a collection of values. Now, Swift allows us to be able to create arrays, append to them, remove items from an array, reference those items, and do all that kind of stuff you would expect to do from an array. In most languages, though, in a normal array, you would not be able to just add or remove items at will. You would need something like a list for that, but Swift allows you to do that stuff with an array. So that's really helpful for us. Now, how do we create an array then? Well, to create an array, it's actually pretty simple. Let's say that I want an array of doubles. Well, we can get an array of doubles by saying var doubles colon left square bracket double equals, and then there are two ways of creating an empty array. You can say the opening and closing square bracket like this, or you can say left square bracket double like this, square bracket, or the right square bracket, and then opening and closing parenthesis. Either way works. We'll just leave it like this with the opening and closing parenthesis. Now, this is an empty array, right? We don't have anything in it yet. How exactly then will we fill this array with stuff? Well, we can do that by using the append method. And we'll append a bunch of random doubles. How do we do that? Well, double has a method called random on it, and that will allow us to generate some random doubles. Let's add about, let's say, 10 doubles to this array. To do that, we'll say for value in 0 ... less than 10, and we can say doubles dot append, and then in here we can say double with a capital D dot random. Now, if we save this and we run it, it fails. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll say dot random. Now we need to give this a range. So we'll say a range of 1 ... less than 100. So between 1 and 100, exclusive. All right, save it and run it. Now we have a build succeeded. Let's go ahead then and loop through this array now. And to loop through an array, we can use the for in loop. So for, let's say value again, in doubles. So for every value in doubles, we can say print value. Save it, run it. And to your console, you'll get all those values printed to you. Pretty nice. All right, so that's how we can add elements to the array. That's how we can create an empty array. But what if I want to refer to an element in the array by its index? Well, to do that, we use we use a open and closing square bracket with the index inside of it, and the index is an integer value. This integer value has to be between 0 and the number of elements in the array minus 1. Right? So if we have 100 elements in our array, the maximum index will be 99. The index of an array is always 0 indexed. So it starts at 0. So 0 is our first, 1 is our second, 2 is our third, so on and so forth. Let's go ahead and print the first element of our doubles array. And we can do that by saying print doubles left bracket 0 right bracket. Save, run, and now we get the first element in our doubles array. Pretty simple stuff right there. But what if I want to show this too. What if I want to create an array of doubles or strings or whatever that has predefined values in it? What if I want to fill it with some default values? Well, to do that, you can say var doubles equals left and right square bracket, and in between the brackets we can define values that we want define some values that we want to have in our array from the start. So let's say 1.0 comma 1.1 1.2 1.3 1.4 1.5 1.6 1.7 1.8 1.9, and that's it. So now we have a double array with a bunch of values inside of it, 1.0 to 1.9. Well, what if we want to remove 1.9 from the array? Well, to do that, we can call the remove method, and this method takes in one parameter. This parameter is going to be the index that we want to remove. Now, method and parameter, you don't know what those terms are yet. If you are new to programming, if you're already familiar, you know exactly what those are. We'll talk about methods and parameters later on, but for now, just do as I do, and you will you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve here, right? So we'll say doubles dot remove we want at, and then then we give it the index that we want to remove. So in this case, we want to remove the last element in our array. But to do that, especially if you don't know how many items are in your array, you can just say doubles dot count minus 1. Now the count property there essentially is the amount of elements in your array. So remember how I mentioned the maximum index of an array is the number of elements in the array minus 1? Well, that's what we're doing here. We're getting the last index of the array and specifying, hey, that's the one we want to remove. Let's now go ahead and do for value in doubles, print value. Save it, run it, and now you can see when we print out all the items in our doubles array, it ends at 1.8 because we removed 1.9. Alright, so that pretty much does it for this video on arrays, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.